Hey guys, welcome to Geekdom Movies. We just saw one of my favorite movies so far this year. I cannot believe how good this movie was. Like, I am still feeling the rush of this movie. Oh my god, I had such a great time. I still haven't named the title. That's how excited I am. We just saw Dungeons and Dragons and
Honor Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves. I've played the board game growing up. If you've seen Stranger Things, you've probably played a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. My God, this movie exceeded all of my expectations. Like,
Same.
George, like, this movie was so incredible. I don't think anything's gonna pass this as my favorite movie of the year. Last year was Top Gun Maverick and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like, something will really have to come and just kind of blow my mind for me. I can't wait to watch this movie again.
Yeah.
The story is great. Oh my God, Michelle Rodriguez in this movie is like, you really get to see, like I was saying earlier, like how underutilized she is in those Fast and Furious movies. She's incredible, but everyone is incredible.
Yeah, the Fast and Furious movies don't do anyone credit in regards to acting.
That's true. No, you're right. I'll give you that. But man, I loved everything about this movie. So original, so high level, technical, just the effects and so many unique ways of like telling a story. There's this one scene where there's like a long shot of, I can't even say it because it ruins the experience. It's an experience. Like, the action is so good. There are so many scenes in this movie that I just want to like rewind and watch over and over and over again because it's so incredible. My God, like, I cannot. I seriously, my mind is blown, George. My mind is literally out of my skull into the hemisphere and off this planet. That's how. I'm not joking, guys. Like, I'm a cynical person. I'm so tired of watching movies that it takes a lot for me to get excited anymore. True. We watch a lot of movies.
Yep.
Like, a lot. And like, I did this for our channel. Well, I was excited because I played the game, but I was like, it should be fun. It's not going to be great or anything. Like, we're not expecting.
I didn't think.
and my God, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what else to say, George. You talk, because I'm just gonna keep saying how great it is.
I have to say, I think the fact that they brought an all-star cast for a movie like this kind of goes to show what they were trying to do and how big they wanted to make it. And wow, they pulled it off. They really pulled it off. Despite having seen the trailer, I don't know how many times. Despite there actually being like an interview where they were talking about things and spoiling it right before the movie.
Oh yeah, we were at a special screening. They did a 10-minute like back story or back interviews of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
They even gave us a map and a poster, all this stuff, and I'm like, why are you showing this? Like, I'm in the theater right now about to watch it. Like, you don't have to sell me on this movie.
You're talking about like weapons and things that are in it that like we
yeah.
haven't seen yet. We don't want to know this until we see it and get introduced to it through the movie. But they were doing that, and despite all that, despite it being spoiled like that, it was still fantastic.
I was laughing out loud. I was cheering. I was going. There were a few moments where I was like, oh, like really shocked and surprised by like where the scene went. Like, I was not prepared. Yeah. God, man, and Chris Pine here is so good. The kid, Justin, I forgot his name, but he's in a bunch of others. He was in the Pikachu movie, Pikachu Detective with Ryan Reynolds. He played the son of. He lost his dad, and he was like the main character there too. He's phenomenal here as this like mage, like wizard who's like doesn't know magic that well, but like as the movie goes, you realize he's actually not bad at magic. He just thinks he is. Yeah. There's this girl who can like shapeshift into like different animals and things, and my God, the cast here. There's another person that I forgot his like Paladin. He like Paladin, and he comes to like help them in the journey to get this helmet. Like, literally, like,
he was phenomenal.
He was phenomenal. I loved everything, even emotional moments hit, man. Like,
Yep.
there isn't a bad joke, which is saying something. Usually
That's
in a comedy,
phenomenal because we've seen so many bad jokes. We've seen basically all the jokes, and
yeah.
and so many have been so bad.
Oh my gosh, yes. And,
So-
and like they all hit. There is not one bad joke.
And they're
Even if I'm not
pretty
laughing out
original.
loud, they're like I'm still like put a smile on my face. Like if
Yep.
I don't have to laugh out loud every time, but it's enough to be like I'm getting sold on everything. There isn't a dull moment in this movie. Even when you think they're gonna have a dull moment, it just goes right into action. Like
Yep.
it doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know how they did it. There's a cameo in this movie. There's an A-lister that shows up that I was like, is that who I think it is? And you were like, yup. And I was just like, what is he doing in this movie?
That was hilarious.
And he
That
has
was so
such a good
hilarious.
cameo.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I looked over, your girlfriend came with us, and
Yep.
there are parts I'm like, oh man, like, I don't know if this movie, like, I'm just looking at Emily, and she has a smile on her face. She's laughing. She gets scared at moments. Like, she's interacting. Like, the movie was working for... I mean, it really is. Like, and you and Emily, his girlfriend, have not played Dungeons & Dragons.
No.
And you guys were like, I don't care about the game. Like, this movie is phenomenal.
She actually does want to play it at some point, but I obviously I haven't had time.
It's so I have played it, and
Yeah.
when you do a Dungeons and Dragons game, the cool thing is like one of the things you have to do is like you create the story and the arc of like what happens next. You have all the parts and the pieces,
Mm-hmm.
like of like what the objection is, but it's not about you versus other people. It's you and a team of you coming
Versus
together
the environment,
in
pretty
the
much.
environment.
Yeah.
And somebody's the dungeon master, so it's a lot like you're getting like surprises thrown at you, and you gotta learn to like come up with skills on the go to like fight off like what's coming like in the
Sorry,
game.
I'm still laughing about scenes in there that were just
That were exactly like Dungeons and
hilarious.
Oh yeah, like okay, so here's the thing. Like you can tell the people who made this movie
They
love Dungeons and Dragons and know exactly what kind of movie they need to make for the fans and people. Like this movie is good for fans because I picked up on so many Easter eggs. These crap things that they fight that like kind of come throughout the movie. It's not really a big spoiler. Like if you played the game, you know, like you have to fight your meal to eat it. Like these crap things that like you have to kill it and then eat it. They're like everywhere throughout the movie, and it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. When you see the guy who says "Not my cabbages," it's like that, but with Dungeons and Dragons. And every time those little like shell crab looking things showed up, I was already laughing because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hate those things so much.
I'd wondered about that because they were showing a wagon of them.
Yeah, wagon.
Going, yep.
They were walking on the like ropes or whatever, and just like walking by and like and stuff like that. Man, yeah, this movie is like golden popcorn must see. I'm about to buy my tickets like 2-3 times this weekend. I'm not even joking. I'm about to go see it with Shannon. I'm about to go see it with Stephanie. Then I will watch this movie like 4 or 5 times in theaters. That's how much I love this movie. I saw Top Gun Maverick 3 times. Once in Dolby, twice in IMAX. Because I just love that. The movie experience really for me is just sound, special effects, good story, comedy, and action.
Yep.
Like that's basically what you have to hit me with. I love The Fablesman. I love like good artsy films too. Don't get me wrong. I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, how wacky it is. But sometimes you just go to the movies just to be entertained. And this movie is entertaining from beginning to end. When this movie ended, I was angry. I actually got upset. I'm like, how dare you end this movie?
Which is shocking because it's
2 hours something.
Yeah, it's over 2 hours. So, I mean, it's a decent length.
Like, I'm begging you guys, please go see this movie.
Yeah.
I don't want it to Shazam bomb. Like,
It better not. We need everybody out there going and watching this. We want to see more of these. This was phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't need another Shazam, but I need this as a sequel, like, right now. Like, I've just close it out for me, because I'm just going to keep getting more excited.
It's just phenomenal. Once again, the cast that they brought in, some serious A-listers. Like they also had the girl from actually I don't know if that's spoiler or not, so I can't say it. But like they're there are a lot of A-lister characters in this. They had, obviously, in the trailer, you see the red, not the Red Witch. I forgot what
Hugh Grant,
the Red Sorcerer, the one Red Sorcerer. She plays Jenya in Shadow and Bone.
Oh, really? That was her?
Yep.
Oh, I was like, I kind of recognize her, but
yeah.
not really.
She looks a little bit different because in that, I mean, she has long,
beautiful hair,
and in this she's bald. So you're like,
and menacing.
What? Oh yes. But yeah, just phenomenal movie, and like they do an amazing job. There was something I noticed like close to the very start, and I think I've seen this from Chris Pine in a few different movies where he's monologuing, and then like he goes and says something out of character for the monologue, and you're just like, well, wait a minute, which it fit in perfect for like a D&D style thing as well. So it was it's just a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, like every time they have a plan, like the plan doesn't work and they have to switch the plan. Like that's so Dungeons and Dragons. There's no other way to explain it. Like everything that could go wrong does go wrong, but yet somehow the story doesn't end. It just keeps continuing. They did such a good job. Yep. Oh my god, like I really can't believe how much I love this movie. Please just go see it. See it in theaters, spend money, and like go see it because it's that good. Before we go into spoilers, check it out. Let us know what you think, if you've seen it or haven't, or if you're gonna go see it, leave a comment below. This is where the spoilers start, so come back if you've seen the movie. We've seen an early screening of this, of course, but Bradley Cooper has a cameo in this movie that was so out of left field that I actually had to Google it as to why he was in this movie. He loves Dungeons and Dragons. He was like, let me just be in the movie. I don't care what I do. So they gave him like the funniest part. He plays Rocket Raccoon in Guardians. And what was the movie he was in with Lady Gaga called? That movie was so good. That's when he got
Star is Born.
Star is Born. Yeah. He's an A-lister now. And just in big movies, of course. But he's so fantastic here as like this 5-minute scene with like Michelle Rodriguez's character's like ex-boyfriend. Oh my god,
that was so funny.
Like just the dialogue was killing me. And then you see Chris Pine just sitting on the horse with the flute, and he just starts singing because he's like, "Hey, let's just you're sad. Let me play a song."
That was hilarious. I was laughing that whole time.
Yeah,
it was so good. It was so
and
good.
Like when they go to the cemetery and they're trying to find who knows the answer
and the questions,
and they ask 5 questions. Oh my god!
We ran out of questions on the first one.
What's your favorite book? It's like, it's like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Like, I don't. It's like, how did you die? Okay, how did you die? How did you die?
The one part that gets me, this was in so many of the trailers. The one part where basically he's like, "Man, I'm sure there's some sharper stairs somewhere." And then, like later on in that scene, they're still over there. She's still beating up those guys. He's over there with a sword trying to cut it, and it won't cut. It was so hilarious.
That dialogue with the axe, though, with the guy, is like, what kind of, you're supposed to sharpen even sharper. Like, I know, it's like once a month. Ooh, no, you want to at least sharpen once a week. And like, used to go, like, I was like, yeah, you like, do you really want to know? It's like, yes, I really want to know.
That was hilarious.
And then, she kills him, and it's like, she gets the axe, and she's like, we have to get, yes, I understand. We got to polish your axe. Just calm down over there. Oh my God.
That was so hilarious.
Also, can I just say, Hugh Grant as this like over the top villain is just so good here. Like he's menacing and like stupid, but he's also like trying to one up like them with their like scheme, like what they were supposed to do, and his like little like his partnership with the Red Witch. And they kept going like, this is not going to end well, right? Like, you can't actually trust her. It's like, I understand, but right now we're good partners and things are working out. The scene that I want to talk about the most is like that fly scene where she figures out she's a fly.
Oh, that was terrifying.
But the way they shot it was so cool.
It was.
It was incredible.
It was.
My
goodness.
And when you finally goes like, oh, so you were a deer. That's how the scene ends.
Yep.
It's it's like them saying like, oh, you're a fly, then you're a rat, then you're a bird, then a falcon, and then a deer. I was like, wow, that's how you got out of the city. It's like you were a deer, and it was just so incredible. Then they got find the paladin, who's like, he's like, you're gonna hold my hand at the end of this, right? And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not holding his hand. Right when Chris Pine said that about the paladin, I was like, he's gonna hold his hand, and he did, because he grabbed him up before the dragon could eat him, and he pulled him out.
Yep.
I was like, is he gonna? Well, he's just gonna walk that straight line. Well, no, wait, there's a rock. He's going over the rock. Okay.
That was hilarious.
I didn't see that coming. God, this movie's so freaking incredible.
Walking the straight and narrow.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
And then like the Red Witch, she's like, you can't defeat me, and she's just like trying to do, they're all trying to do their best to like kill her or get her or whatever.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, you didn't think about this, did you? And they like his daughter like stole the thing to make sure. Oh my god, so good.
I was wondering what was happening to her, because I noticed like the first thing that happened was she started aging. And I thought at first that it was basically just whatever power she was using or was doing that.
Yeah, dark magic actually either kills you or makes you basically dead.
I thought that's what was going on, but I didn't realize that it was actually because she had already slipped it on. It was having an effect. So basically her appearance was changing because she thought she was using that magic, but she wasn't using it anymore.
Well, she didn't
to change
have the
her
full,
appearance.
Yeah, because she needed the full.
I didn't realize that until like they showed the bracelet, and I'm like, that explains it.
Yeah,
like wow.
I do love like the paladin just beats the crap out of it. Just keeps.
You mean the
not the paladin? Sorry, the shape shifting girl.
Yeah,
like she just keeps beating him. It's like that Hulk scene from the first Avengers.
But she did it better. She did it better.
I don't know. Loki getting beat up by the Hulk was pretty freaking
It was
great.
funny. It was funny, but this one went on for a little longer and in a funnier way.
Yeah, like she threw her against the wall. Then she's like, no, I'm not done. And then she throws him like.
I like at first, because obviously it was a nod to that scene.
Yeah.
But like in that scene, Loki was just kind of like, he was
okay,
limp the whole time.
Like,
and then the Hulk just went back at it.
Yeah.
In this scene, it was that like she reached her hand out. And she's like, oh, and she just like really, really went to town on her. And then like, unsure of what to do, like she then throws her at the wall. It was so funny. It was
so over the top, but so worth it every second. Oh my gosh!
But go see it. Sure,
Jonathan.
Oh,
we pardoned you, Jonathan. The beginning is so funny because like I don't think you understand. Like I really thought Jonathan was gonna be. I was like, you don't think we're capable of like
so
making a
funny.
It's like we can still. It's like, and then like when he does come, they grab him and like jump out the window. But like he's like, we pardoned you. And then I was like, is he still breathing? He's like, yeah, he's still breathing. He's just like, ah. And then Hugh Grant tries to do the same thing. But they learned their lesson, so they put a brick wall. And
but they still had the frame for the window.
Yes.
So
and then
funny.
the same thing. The lady's like, Jonathan.
But the way he always said it made it sound like it was Jonathan's fault too.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so hilarious.
And then like, when he's like, so what do you think about a third day? It's like, yeah, okay. It's like, okay, calm down. It's just like laughing so hard. Oh my gosh. I mean, as you guys can tell, this movie is, I'm like literally like my nose is running from laughing.
Absolutely
too much.
amazing.
And my voice is actually disappearing because of it. We probably missed a lot. There's a whole plot about Chris Pine's character and his daughter, and he's trying to resurrect his mom. And there's a very cool emotional, her mom, his wife, but there's a really cool emotional moment where I'm like, right when Michelle Rodriguez got like shot by the arrow, I'm like, they're not gonna resurrect the mom. They're gonna resurrect her. Yeah, you just kind of knew. But I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. Like, it makes sense. Because for her, she's never met her mom.
Exactly.
For her, the mom is right.
It was almost like almost like the Onward. Kind of thing, where basically it's like her actual, like she didn't know her actual mom.
Mom.
And so
for her mom is And
Her mom was Michelle Rodriguez.
yeah, which I think
Character.
was kind of dumb. Where she was like, "Oh yeah," like, "Oh no, wait, no, it wasn't." Because I was like, "Why would you trust this guy? Like, he's a sleazeball. Like, you've grew up with your mom and dad." But what he said was, "Oh, they ran off, and I gave them the piece." And like, she's like, "Oh, that's kind of sucks." So like, I was like, "Why would you trust him over them?" But then I realized he said they ran off, and then I was just like, "Okay," like she's probably like, "Well, why didn't they say bye? Like that kind of
Yeah.
sucks. Like what
Yeah.
the hell?" But then at the end they kind of come back to that. It's like, see, we weren't lying.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, again, this movie has everything that you could want in a movie. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how else to say it.
It's good. Go out and watch it.
Yep. And
It's great.
yeah, we'll see you guys next time. If you got a chance to see Dungeons and Dragons, leave a comment below. Send your emails if you have any questions or anything. Just shoot us out. Right, we always try to read them, and we're really excited. The next movie up is Mario.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. Geek the movies out. Peace.